Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel.
Hi everybody, we're so happy you're here with us today.
I'm Leo.
And I'm Anna.
Today, we're taking you through a complete airport travel experience.
From arriving at the airport and checking in,
To boarding the plane, flying, landing, and collecting our luggage.
so if you enjoy relaxing conversations and useful travel English, this episode is perfect for you.
All right, Anna, ready for our trip?
Absolutely. Let's go.
Wow, this airport is packed today.
Seriously, there are people everywhere.
Airports always feel like their own little universe.
That's true. Everyone is going somewhere different.
Some people look excited,
Some people look exhausted.
and some people definitely look like they woke up at 3 in the morning.
Honestly, early flights should be illegal.
Agreed.
Okay, let's check the departure screen.
Flight CA 318 to Singapore.
Found it. Counters B12 through B15.
Perfect. At least we're early.
I always arrive ridiculously early for flights.
Same here. I'd rather wait than panic.
Exactly. Running through an airport is one of the worst feelings ever.
Your suitcase looks heavy.
Excuse me, I packed responsibly.
Responsibly, that suitcase looks ready to explode.
You never know what you'll need during a trip.
How many outfits did you bring?
Enough.
That means too many.
Probably. The line isn't too bad.
That's lucky.
I once waited over an hour just to check in.
Holiday season?
Yep, absolute chaos.
Holiday travel is another level of stress.
Good morning. May I see your passports, please?
Of course.
Here you go. Are you checking any luggage today?
Yes, one suitcase each.
Please place your bags on the scale. This is always the stressful moment.
You'll be fine.
22 kilograms. Yes, perfect.
Barely survived.
Window or aisle seats? Window seat, please.
Aisle seat for me.
Boarding begins at 10:55 at gate A12.
Thank you very much. All right, time for security.
The part everyone secretly hates.
I always get nervous at airport security.
Even though you never do anything wrong?
Exactly. Suddenly, I forget how airports work.
Same. I start questioning everything inside my backpack. Laptop out.
Liquids out.
Phone in the tray.
Watch off.
Jacket off.
Why does this always feel stressful?
Because everyone moves so fast.
Oh no.
You forgot something metal again.
My bracelet.
Mystery solved.
Finally, we made it through.
Everything feels calmer now.
Before security, stress.
After security, vacation mood.
Look at all these stores,
Airports are dangerous for shoppers.
especially bookstores
And snack stores.
and electronic stores.
Honestly, airports make snacks look way more exciting than normal.
That's completely true. I love people watching at airports.
Same, you see every type of traveler.
Business travelers walk so fast.
Meanwhile, vacation travelers look completely relaxed.
And then there are people sprinting to their gates.
The airport panic run is terrifying.
These souvenir shops are cute,
Everything is so expensive, though.
especially airport snacks.
And water bottles somehow cost $10.
Airport prices are unbelievable. Coffee?
Absolutely.
Airport coffee feels different somehow.
Probably because everyone is exhausted.
A large latte, please.
Iced caramel coffee for me. Blueberry muffin.
Ham and cheese sandwich.
This is peaceful.
Watching airplanes take off while drinking coffee is relaxing.
I could honestly sit here for hours.
Same. What's your favorite country you visited?
Probably Italy.
Oh, nice choice.
The food was incredible.
I knew food would be your answer.
Food is important.
True.
Where do you want to travel next?
Iceland.
That would be amazing.
I really want to see the Northern Lights someday.
Same. That's definitely on my list.
Do you enjoy flying?
Mostly, yes.
What's your least favorite part?
Turbulence.
Same.
And crying babies on long flights.
That too.
How much time do we still have?
About 25 minutes.
Perfect amount of time.
Enough to relax without getting bored.
That's us.
Time to board. I always feel excited when boarding starts.
Because the trip finally feels real.
Exactly.
Okay. Row 18.
Window seat for me.
Aisle seat for me.
Perfect arrangement. I love this moment before takeoff.
Everything feels calm and exciting at the same time.
The runway lights look beautiful. Wow. Look at the city.
Everything looks tiny from up here.
That view never gets old. Do you usually sleep on planes?
Not really.
Same. I always end up watching movies.
Or listening to music for hours. Chicken, please.
Pasta for me.
Airplane food gets too much criticism.
Sometimes it's surprisingly good.
What's the longest flight you've ever taken?
About 13 hours.
That sounds exhausting.
By the end of the flight, I forgot what day it was.
That's relatable.
Oh, turbulence.
And this is exactly what I hate.
Relax. It's normal.
Easy for you to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will begin our descent shortly.
That flight went by quickly.
Yeah, it really did.
We made it.
New city, new adventure.
Immigration lines always feel endless.
At least this line is moving.
Finally, baggage claim.
The final airport challenge.
Which carousel is ours?
Carousel 7.
There are so many identical suitcases.
That's why ribbons on luggage are smart.
Wait, I think I see mine.
Go get it.
Got it. And just like that, the airport journey is complete.
From check-in all the way to baggage claim,
Travel days are exhausting.
but they're also exciting.
We hope this episode helped you learn useful travel, English, and airport vocabulary.
And hopefully it felt like you traveled with us today.
Thanks for spending time with us.
Safe travels, everyone.
And before we finish completely, we still want to talk about a few useful travel tips and little things people should pay attention to during airport trips.
Yeah, just some real travel advice from our own experiences after today's journey. Funny how stepping outside an airport suddenly feels like a reset button for your brain. That rush of fresh air snaps you out of travel fatigue instantly.
Seriously, there's something about airports that drains me in the strangest way. It's not even the walking my mind feels like it stayed up all night.
I get that. It's a mental tiredness from all the noise, the crowds, and just trying to keep your travel plans straight. Today, we're turning all that airport chaos into a cozy episode.
So, if you've ever been brain fried at baggage claim or survived a weirdly emotional airport meal, stick around. We'll dig into everything from favorite airport moments to travel English tips, plus some real-life stories.
We'll cover the stress, the comfort, and even the odd habits we've picked up flying. And of course, our many arguments about suitcase choices. Ready to start the journey?
What always gets me is how airports can feel loud even when they're quiet. It's like your brain never gets a break rolling suitcases, endless announcements, and people talking everywhere.
Yeah, plus the bonus soundtrack, crying babies, someone sprinting for their gate, and at least one person wandering around looking lost. It's a sensory overload.
That mix of chaos and confusion is almost part of the airport experience. It's weird, but somehow comforting in its own way.
It's funny how we all just accept it as normal and move on. But I swear, after a few hours, my brain is begging for quiet. Today's airport podcast actually felt pretty fun, probably because we weren't forcing anything. Conversations just flowed like they do when we're waiting for a flight.
That's true. When podcasts sound natural, it's because the hosts aren't overthinking it. People can sense when a chat is relaxed versus robotic.
I think the best moments come from random, everyday stuff, like our debate about your suitcase size.
Hey, my suitcase was efficient, but you claim it was emotionally empty. Still not sure what that means.
It means no personality, no flair. If someone peeked inside, they'd probably assume you bought the same shirt in 5 colors. Admit it, that's not totally off.
So, what's your actual favorite part of airports? Mine's the moment after you clear security and finally relax.
That's a good one. The stress really drops once you're past security, almost like your vacation officially begins.
Exactly. Everything feels lighter, and it's easier to enjoy the space.
For me, I love sitting near the gate with a coffee, especially if sunlight pours in and you can watch the planes outside.
There's something comforting about that airport atmosphere, a weird peace before your flight. Even the announcements start to feel soothing, unless your flight's delayed.
What's the most stressful airport moment you've ever had? I bet you've got a story.
Oh, for sure. Once my gate changed last minute and was clear across the airport, I had to sprint with my backpack bouncing, dodging people left and right.
That sounds brutal. Did you make it in time?
Barely I arrived as they started boarding. It was pure adrenaline. But what about you? Ever leave something crucial behind?
I once forgot my passport at a coffee shop, realized minutes later, sprinted back, and thankfully, it was still there. I nearly gave myself a heart attack.
Do you feel like flying is more stressful nowadays? Airports seem crowded all the time.
I've noticed that too, so many people, lines everywhere. But honestly, I still love the thrill of travel.
International trips especially. The excitement hits the moment you land somewhere new.
Even the smell of airports in different countries is unique. Every place has its own vibe.
That's something I look forward to, discovering a new airport atmosphere.
I have a random question for you. Are you team window seat or aisle seat for life?
Always aisle seat. It's way more practical for moving around.
Wrong answer. Window seats win for the view, hands down.
Until you need to use the restroom, then suddenly it's not so dreamy.
Fair point, but the window seat gives you city lights and sky views. There's nothing like takeoff at night.
That's true. The view can be breathtaking. Maybe I'll switch next time. You mentioned airport food is weirdly emotional. What's that about?
I can't explain it, but eating at airports feels more dramatic. Even a plain sandwich feels like it matters.
Maybe it's the setting everything tastes more intense when you're about to travel or just arrived.
And coffee at airports is essential. That first sip can feel life-changing, especially if it's early in the morning.
Oh yeah, airport coffee is basically survival fuel before a flight.
Today's episode felt really cozy, almost like we were just bringing listeners along for the ride.
That's the best kind of podcast. Less teaching, more sharing everyday moments. It makes people feel like part of the journey.
And travel stories are so universal. Everyone has their own little airport anecdotes.
Exactly. That's what makes these conversations relatable. Most people have survived at least one airport adventure. We somehow managed to survive another travel day and turn the experience into an episode at the same time.
Feels pretty on brand for us, honestly. A little chaos, a little conversation, and a lot of coffee.
Hopefully listeners feel like they've joined us on the journey, maybe learned some travel English, and got inspired for their own trips.
If you're traveling soon, we wish you smooth flights, easy airport moments, and plenty of good coffee along the way. Speaking of travel English, what's one phrase everyone should know at the airport?
"Where is my gate?" is a lifesaver, especially when you're lost or a gate changes last minute.
And is my flight on time? Comes in handy for those unexpected delays. These little phrases keep you calm and in control.
That's true. Knowing a few key phrases makes the airport experience way less stressful. Plus, you look confident even if you're secretly panicking. Funny how airports shape so many travel memories. Even the stressful moments turn into stories you laugh about later.
Exactly. Airports are where adventures begin and end. It's everything from passport drama to early morning coffee rituals.
And those tiny moments like watching planes take off or finding your gate stick with you long after the trip.
It's like airports are the stage for the stories we tell about travel. Even the chaos becomes part of the fun. So, wrapping up, first, airport chaos can actually lead to memorable stories. Second, relaxed conversations make podcasts shine. And third, a good coffee is essential for surviving travel days.
Here's a practical tip. Before your next trip, learn a few useful English phrases for airports you'll thank yourself when things get hectic.
Thanks for joining us on this travel day. Hope you're feeling more relaxed and a bit more prepared for your next adventure.
No matter where you're headed, remember, embrace the chaos, savor the little moments, and always pack a snack.